Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you're welcome. My name is Anita Fon, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified each and every time I upload a new tutorial to my channel. If you're old member, you're welcome back. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you on how to sew this corset step by step. So if you want to know how I go about it, keep on watching. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the cup. As you can see, I will just go ahead to remove my pins right up there. Then I will place my pattern in such a way that I will know which one is number 1 and number 2. Then try to pick number 1, but first of all I will go ahead now to number 8, so I will know which one goes to the center and which one goes to the side. After numbering them, I will just go ahead and pin the foam up together. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. You see the way I'm picking them up, and make sure you put the the pieces with the right direction, because this thing like this, it can be so confusing at times. So I'm just making sure I pin everything up and do the same thing to the main piece, and I'll repeat the same thing to the lining piece as well. I'm numbering number 1 and 2 to my lining piece. Then I'll just go ahead, pick up the main piece. I'm going to be pinning them up according to number. I'll pick number 1 and number 2 and pin that up. Do the same thing to the other side as well. Then I'm going to open it up and then pick number 3 actually and pin that up. After pinning number 3, I'll go ahead now with number 4. I'll do the same thing with the lining piece as well, pin them up. While pinning them up, I make sure I place every pieces to the right direction, okay? Then as you can see, I've gone ahead and pinned up my lining as well, and I've pinned that's the top, as you can see, making sure everything is in place. Then I did the same thing to the cup. We'll take it to the machiner and we're going to stitch that up. I will start with the foam, making sure I stitch 1/2 inch away. Do the same thing to the main piece, and then we'll move now to the top. The next thing we want to do is kindly up to go ahead. We just press that foam up, so everything is going to look good, okay? I will not be showing you on how to do that on camera. Once I'm done stitching it, this is what it look like. As you can see, the cups are already forming, and here are the 2 foam. Now the next thing I will do is just to go ahead and add a hemming gum to it, so that we'll be able to stick our that's the fabric to our foam. You add the hemming gum to it. Go ahead now and press it up with a steam iron, okay, so it will be able to stick to it. And while you're going to pin it up, you make sure you leave 1/2 inch at the top part of your cup. So I'm just taking my time, make sure I pins everything up. After pinning, we'll go ahead now and like press it up with a steam iron, like I said before. After which, we've gone ahead to press the cup up, and with the steam iron, I'm just going to like draw lines where I want my buyer to be, okay, where I'm going to be adding my bonnet. You can design it anyhow you want, any design you want. At the end center, I'll just kind of mark the main center, then I'll divide it like this all the way straight down. Then after like drawing all those lines where I want the boning to go, and then I will just place my black buyer on it, making sure I place and cut, place and cut. After placing it and cut, I'll pin everything up together. Then we'll take it to the machine and stitch. Look at the way I'm doing it. I'm just placing it exactly on those lines that I drew, okay, before. That is where I want my boning to go. After cutting it, I'll just go ahead to pin that up. Then after pinning it up, we'll take it to the machine and we're going to stitch that up. Now we are at the machine, we're going to stitch it up. You're stitching it in such a way that you'll be able to pass your boning inside, okay? Give enough space for your boning. So I went ahead and stitched everything now, and I also joined the cup to that's the foam to the main piece. We'll just go ahead now and pin that up right there. See? When I'm pinning, I make sure I place everything straight together. Nothing should be kind of twisted in between. Then after, when I'm done pinning, I'll go ahead to stitch that up. So I'll go ahead now to start from one center to the other side, okay? Then when I'm done, I'll take to the other side to the center. Look at what I'm doing here. Then I'll go back again, take it right from there and stitch it all the way to here, while making sure I arrange all the pieces. Nothing should be kind of twisted along the line. Okay, this is what it looked like. As you can see, the cup is looking already very beautiful and well intact. Look. Then I'll go ahead to attach the other side of the cup to it. So I've gone ahead and attached the other side of the cup. Now we're going to do the same thing with the lining. After doing so, we'll just go ahead now to I've added some boning in the corset. I'm just going to show you on how to do this too. So what you want to do is to make sure you cut your boning 1 inch shorter than whatever you have there. Like for example, if you measure like, okay, let me just say 10 inch, you have to cut your boning at 9 inch. I'll go ahead, put my boning in between that barrier, so you can see, while making sure I have a ½ inch at the top and ½ inch at the downer part. I'm going to do the same thing with this other one. I'm just burning it so it will not be too sharp. You need to burn it up, okay? And put it inside like so. And also make sure you have that ½ inch at the top and ½ inch at the downer part. After adding it, as you can see, I have ½ inch at this top part. We're going to be using that to join the lining to this main piece. Then you can go ahead to add this underbust wire, which is going to help you maintain your cup. Okay, I will just go ahead now, add my lining to it. We'll be joining the lining to the main piece, right side facing each other, and I'm also adding some hemming gum to it. That will help us when we press everything up. The lining will be able to stay inside. All right, after pinning it up, I'll take it to the machine. I'm going to stitch. Once I'm stitching, I will just take it up and trim off the excess that I don't need, and then a notch and turn it. When we turn it, we'll take it to the ironing board, press everything up to lay it flat. So you can see this is what it's already looking like. I haven't really pressed it up, but later on I will make sure I move, like push everything inside before we go ahead to press everything flat. This is what the corset is looking like so far. The next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of hemming gum. I'll be putting it inside this cup like this. Put it inside and hold it up with your pin. So by the time you press it up with a steam iron, the lining will be able to stick to the cup, so it will not be climbing up when you put on this corset. Now, I'm going to be adding loops to it because the zipper I was supposed to use was too long, so I didn't want to cut it. Normally, you go ahead and take out 2 inch from original measurement. Okay, for example, if my measurement is my bust measurement is 34, I'll minus 2 inch from there, and my waist measurement is 28. I will minus 2 inch from there. Okay. Then now I'll just go ahead to measure it up. Whatever I have there, then I'll be dividing it. I will just go ahead, divide this up. I'll start the first one, then the second one I'll move to 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch, and 1.5 inch each. I'm dividing everything by 1.5 inch. Once I'm done doing so, I'll just go ahead to add the first my loops right there, and I'm going to hold it on. Look at what I'm going to be doing here. I'll just wrap it up like that. Then I bring this up, make it in a form of a zigzag like this, and I'll pin that up. I'll continue doing the same thing like this and pin that up, so you can see the way I'm doing it. Pin that up. Just follow all the steps like this, and we'll do the same thing to the other side as well. When I'm done pinning everything up, we'll take it to the sewing machine and we're going to stitch that up. After stitching, I'll go ahead to press it up with a steam iron. This way, that hemming gun will be stick to the lining. Then I'll just go ahead now to add up my straps. I cut my straps is 120 long. The buyer I use, I make it 120 long. Then I'll be crossing it up. After crossing it up, I'll just go ahead to put it on to show you on what it looked like on me. This is what it looked like on me. I've not tied the straps yet at the back. So you can see, I'm not pulled it yet. It's open. So I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If you do, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, comment, and share. I hope to see you on my next DIY. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. Bye bye.